What's going on, everybody? I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller, here with the last Microbrand Monday review of 2024. It's kind of crazy how time flies, and we're going to be jumping back in time a little bit, talking about Richard Mille. Love them, hate them, whatever. Very out there designs, very futuristic, often skeletonized. You can really break down this watchmaker into three categories: Ben 10, fruit by the foot or fruit roll up, and well, diorama. It's kind of crazy, you know. Each of these categories have their own similar attributes. Ben 10, kind of big, like that, Sylvester Stallone Rambo watch. It looks like a toy. It looks like you could hit it and transform into something. There's fruit by the foot or fruit roll up, where it literally just is mimicking candy of some sort. And then there's diorama or diarrhea, however you want to talk about it. Essentially looks like a child's school project, often with like an animal floating in the dial somewhere. Just very, very dynamic and out there. But regardless of which Richard Mille you choose, you're going to be spending a lot of money on that watch. But I think I've cracked the code, okay? You can find very similarly designed watches for like a fraction of the price. So with this watch in my hands, with the amount of dollars you save, just seems to make sense. Let's take a look at the Tsar Bomba Elemental, reference number TB8208CF. That CF designation is because the bezel here is in fact carbon fiber. It is 2:36 p.m. Let's get down to business. All right, let's jump into the specs. This watch is 43.8 by 50.3 millimeters. This is 15.9 millimeters thick. It's got a carbon fiber bezel with coated stainless steel. Here through that display case back, you can see a 21 joule automatic Miyota movement. This watch has got a 50 meter water resistance rating with a 2-year manufacturer warranty. And you can get this watch brand new from Tsar Bomba for about $399, just under $400. So I get it. We look at the specs and we look at the price tag, and this is a far cry from a Richard Mille, right? Like, there's no precious metals, no real rare materials, there's no complications to speak of, and it uses a very common Japanese movement. But I have a feeling people only really like Richard Mille watches because of the out there look, and also they want to be able to brag about how much money they spent on that piece of hot garbage. So for all us regular folk out there, if you're interested in that kind of, contoured case shape, maybe some, industrial rivets on the bezel, you like things skeletonized, you want it kind of futuristic with that interesting case shape, why would you spend all that money on a Richard Mille when you can get something very similar from Tsar Bomba? Now, there are a couple quirks about this Tsar Bomba watch. First, the gears that you can see up front, aside from that open heart, are all just for show. They're not actual functional components of the movement. And then at 15.9 millimeters thick, this watch is not the thinnest. Now, it is very comfortable on the wrist because of this contoured case shape. Now, personally, am I a huge fan of the typical Richard Mille that you might see on a celebrity's wrist? Not really. I mean, the only Richard Mille that I'm constantly, a fan of is that pocket watch that they released years and years ago. And that's not even something I'd carry in my pocket. It's something that I might have on my desk. But I do know for a fact a bunch of my viewers actually defend Richard Mille. They think it looks really cool. They think that out there futuristic watch design is something that they would like. They just don't want to spend all the money on one. So if you want something similar for a fraction of the price, Tsar Bomba is a good, dare I say, homage, alternative to a full-fat Richard Mille. And you're not supporting the counterfeit market when you buy something like an homage from Tsar Bomba. So there you have it, guys. I think this is a great alternative to a watch that is very, 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 very astronomically expensive from a watchmaker that I'm not even that big of a fan of. But again, every time I bag on Richard Mille, I get a bunch of you guys commenting, oh, I really like this one, or oh, the Raphael Nadal one is actually really cool. And I get it. Everyone's entitled to their own opinions and preferences, and that's what makes the watch collecting world go round. I personally just don't know why you would choose such an expensive option when there are very affordable options out there that kind of do the same thing. So guys, leave me that comment. Let me know what you think. I learned from you just as much as you learned from me. And thanks for hanging out with me this year. 2024 is coming to a close. We're going to hit next year even harder. I'm excited to see what watches come across my desk. And yeah, that's it. Last Microbrand Monday of 2024. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay blessed. I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller. And always remember, I didn't invent time. I just tell it.